Dingus and Dongus.
Hey, Michael.
Episode 40.
Okie dokie.
Artichoke.
Here we go. And, Yaha? I'm going for Mario Kart phrases. Here we go.
Here we go.
Alright, so this time we read Narcopolis by Jamie Delano, out on Avatar in 2008?
Yep.
What is that? Okay, that's it.
2008.
Okay. I was, because the 8 didn't connect on top, I was like, is that a 6 or an 8?
Fair.
Yeah.
That is a topless 8.
Nice.
I mean, nice. Nice.
So, it's a pretty standard, like, dystopian future story.
Is it a standard dystopian future story?
It's not much different from,
Well, I guess
Brave New World.
if you break it down to its core elements,
Yeah.
it's not. Yeah.
Mhm. I mean, to me, it's Brave New World.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
It was a little difficult for me to read.
Yeah?
Like because-
Physically difficult?
Because of, not physically, but like it was hard for me to read the words because they would mush words together
Oh,
and make up words. And
Yeah.
and, like my brain didn't register it very well.
Yeah, they do that Clockwork Orange thing
Yep.
where they come up with their own vernacular and all that shit.
So I had to reread several panels just to try and grasp what was going on. Still don't really understand what the two main characters were doing, really.
Okay, right. From what I could tell, so the dude, he worked at a weapons factory making bombs, essentially.
Right.
Like bomb uncivilized people, essentially.
Right, quote unquote. That's right. But then, like, he became a cop or linked up with a cop?
Yeah, the cop, the lady,
Yeah.
she investigated him and then somehow recruited him into being a cop.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I got the major beats.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
And a lot of it is just, shit's bad, but hey, at least we got drugs and sex.
Yeah. Excess. Or Pleasure Town or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Is where all the civilized people live, right?
Exactly.
Suck hard. Suck proud.
Mm-hmm.
Suck sloppy. And I don't think they're talking about oral sex. They're just talking about drink.
Yeah. The thing is, like, I think it's all interchangeable. It's like how we use the word fuck or shit.
Oh, but
It's
suck.
Yeah,
Okay.
but suck and slick,
Yeah.
shit like that.
But who... If I were just talking to you at a show, like before you're about to go on stage, I'm not going to tell you to fuck hard and fuck proud.
But you do call people, shithead, fuckhead,
Yes.
suckhead.
Actually, I don't think... Well, no. I don't often call people those things anymore.
Yeah.
At least... I mean, I call agents assholes and idiots.
Yeah.
So, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Right.
I was laughing every time I saw it, though. I was like, suck sloppy. What? Where did that come from? I don't see any genitals.
Yeah, I'm curious I guess, see the etymology within this universe.
Yes.
Like, how did you guys get here?
They're what's it called? Grimoire lexicon?
Yeah.
Something, I can't... Anyway, it all originated from Pornhub.
Probably.
Is my
Yeah,
guess.
that's what it seems like. You notice a restaurant where they were literally just showing porn?
Yeah. Well, and there's a scene, I forget what was going on in it, but in the background, there's like a dude fucking a horse or something. Or no, it's a humanoid with a horse head fucking someone.
Yeah.
I was like, what's going on here?
I think they call them, like, slick arts or something.
Yes.
And then they got a whole, like, fucking cathedral, like, dedicated to just debauchery.
Yes.
It's, like, the doorways are shaped like vaginas, and the pillars are just giant penises.
And you're going into Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yep.
Because I forget which is which.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Sodom because there's sodomy,
Sodomy, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Gomorrah was...
Gamora E.
Yes. Gamera.
Gamera.
It's kaiju porn.
Yes, it's Kaiju Town. God hates Gamora because of all the kaijus there.
Yes.
It's ruining his plan for humanity.
They just keep fucking things up.
Right? Get out of here. Go away. Go to Japan.
But in to that point, at the end of this, in the sex pillar or cathedral, it was like weird tentacle porn, demon buttholes.
Yeah. So that's
is that a kaiju in this instance? Because it was huge.
That's like the one part of the story where I was like, oh, this is cool.
Neat. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's him breaking out of this Matrix-like reality.
Yeah.
And this is really what reality is. Or so they say.
Yep. It put on the sunglasses. It took I don't remember which color pill is which, but he took that pill.
Or he took the sunglasses, put on the sunglasses, and ran out of bubble gum.
Oh, yeah. But that weird tentacly thing, you know what that reminds me of? Slurm from Futurama.
Yes. Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Absolutely.
It's like a weird giant monster that they use to like create addicting substances to hook masses of people.
And keep them. Well, I guess we don't really know what the end game is. Were they feeding off of them?
I don't know.
Or they just keeping them pacified
never
for
get there.
some reason? I don't know. But it was interesting afterwards to see them put out into the shit fields or whatever they called them.
Mm-hmm.
The slums.
Yeah.
It's like, so all the people out there that we saw earlier in the book were living actual. They knew what was going on, is my assumption.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't just lesser humans. They were in the know.
Right.
And it's interesting to think how that correlates to now. Like people, I don't know how to say this without sounding like maniac. People that know things or whatever are always seen as crazy.
Right.
Or conspiracy theorist freaks or whatever.
Right.
But maybe they're not. And we're just living a pacified life.
Yeah, maybe Trump wasn't so bad.
Yeah, I can't go with that. I want to rock that joke, but he's such a suckhead. Fuck that guy. I also don't like how most of the character art was stiff as a board.
I think that's just Avatar in general.
Yeah, Avatar's house art.
Yeah.
It's just...
Like every single Avatar book I've read, like whether I liked it or didn't, they all had a really stiff, like kind of uncanny valley quality to it, where it's like, it's close enough, but there's something fucking off about it.
It feels like someone drawing characters who's just starting out in the industry.
Yeah.
They don't fully understand the human form or how to stretch it and manipulate it in a good way. It doesn't have to be anatomically correct, but they can't stylize well.
Right. It's almost like there's no sense of any sort of motion at all.
It's T-pose in regards to video games.
Yeah.
It's just T-pose basically.
Right.
It's like, ugh, give it some life.
Yeah.
Somehow give it life.
Right. But I honestly think it's just like an Avatar thing.
Yeah, it's like this. Probably whoever started doing art with Avatar first came up with the style because that's all they could do. And they're like, well, this is the house style. You better know how to do it. And everyone's like, that's kind of shit. You want to work here? All right.
You want to tell really gross stories and have no editorial oversight? Get with the program.
Yeah.
This is the art we're going with. Because Avatar has put out some gross stuff.
Yep, absolutely.
But overall, like...
Why not read it? It's 4 issues.
Yeah, it's 4 issues. It's short enough to, whatever.
And the ending was kind of neat.
Yeah.
I guess.
It feels like it could have gone somewhere, but it just didn't.
Yeah. at all.
Yeah.
They went from this dude bombing like tribal looking people, and now he lives in the gutter.
Yeah. And really, like, I mean, how uncivilized are they? Like, the first person, in the tribal area, he had a pretty fucking cool helmet and sunglasses going.
Right. So I was wondering, for whatever reason, it's like, is that a VR set or does he just look awesome?
Right?
Yeah.
It's like, these guys aren't doing so bad for themselves for being uncivilized.
Right. They're just not fucking everything in sight, apparently.
Yeah. Well, on that note, yes, I understand why it's a dystopia. But at the same time, like, if my life consisted of just getting high, having sex, and going to a stupid job that whatever, is it so bad?
I mean, millions of people live that now.
That's true. I guess I'm just I'm missing the sex part.
But are you missing it?
No.
So, exactly.
Anyway. Yeah. Not really a dystopia, unless, you have to ignore the genocide part and the tentacle monster that gets you high part.
We're doing that today, too. There's tons of genocide that we just turn our eyes to.
And
the tentacle monster.
Where do you think Coke is from?
Donald Trump.
Yep. His Trumpy tentacles. Oh, God. Oh, I just imagine, like... No. Oh, God. That's where his hair went.
Gross.
Yeah.
The album is Forest, like the actual spelling of a forest this time. Named Černodol, but the C has like the angry eyebrows above it, so I don't know how to pronounce that. Černodol?
Fucked if I know.
Yeah. Angry eyebrow C, Černodol. This band's out of Prague. They released this album themselves in 2020.
This was... Well, okay, I want to start with, I like unexpected stuff in music and stuff that makes me go, huh? What?
Yeah.
This album had some of that going on, but it's also the most boring, like, way that, like, I like all that, like, unexpected stuff, but this is, yes, it has it, but it's also really boring.
To me, I felt they did a pretty good job of trying to create a sort of gloomy moodiness to it, but it feels like a first pass.
Yeah, definitely.
That they could have revised and improved upon and made it a great album for that purpose if they would have spent some more time on it. Like, this feels like they sat down, jammed it out, and then started the base level of this great atmosphere, and then like, you know what? Let's just go with it. Which I can understand that mentality. But I feel if they would have been able to just add a little bit more on top of it, it could have been a great album for that purpose.
I mean, to that point, like, there's several songs where it just kind of meanders a bit for like a minute or two and then just fades out.
It's like a weird soundscape.
Yeah, it just feels unfinished.
Right.
Like, here's an idea that we're playing with. We don't know what to do with it, so here it goes.
Yeah, pretty much. I really enjoyed their use of keyboards.
Yeah.
I don't know what the tone, I guess, the key, I don't know. The sound of it was really pleasant to me.
Yeah.
And it wasn't overbearing like a Demu, right? This felt like it fit in with what they were trying to build and have layers on. They just didn't have all the layers.
Right.
So that was cool. I really liked that. And a couple instances of really neat guitar work, but it's for like a couple seconds and then it's gone. It's like, oh no, do that again. Do that fucking thing again.
Yeah. I noticed some like some chords or harmonies is like, oh, that's neat. I wasn't expecting that. That's cool. But then it just kind of
disappears.
Yeah,
like bring it back at
least.
least.
Yeah.
Again, going back to if they would have made another pass or two on it and tried to really improve or expand, could have been an awesome, moody album. And now it's just kind of a meandering, dull, album that sets the mood, and then I want to listen to something else later.
Yeah. Now, I was on Metal Archives, and apparently this album was recorded. They started recording it from 2018. So they've been working on this like on and off for 4 years now.
Oh no.
Yeah.
This is 4 years worth of work.
But then again, maybe it's one of those situations where it's like, fuck, we spent 4 years on this thing already. Let's just
get it out.
Yeah, let's just be done with this.
Well, I'm curious what their earlier stuff sounds like then. I don't know. The only reason I know this band exists is because we did For Hist several episodes back. I should have looked up which one, so listeners could go back and listen.
Ha
Figure it out yourselves. But immediately after we recorded that, I was like, there's got to be, because I think we even talked about whether on microphone or recording or not. It's like, there's got to be a band called Forest. And I went on Metal Archives and looked, and there's like 3.
Oh, really?
This was the only active one.
No shit.
I was like, well, you're going on the list. And then however many months later, we're talking about it.
Right.
And it's not the worst thing ever. The Forest, way better.
So much better. If you want to listen to a band with a name that sounds like Forest, listen to For Hist. Another thing I'll note is I did like hear the same arpeggio being used throughout multiple songs.
Yeah.
And that just kind of got on my nerves. Because it wasn't anything particularly special about the arpeggio. It literally is just ascending, descending. But it's the exact same notes several times throughout different songs, from what I could tell.
We're just going to recycle this.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. It almost seems like, oh man, I really like how this arpeggio sounds. Let's do it again on a different song.
All right. I hadn't noticed that, but
yeah.
With what you were saying earlier, a lot of it's kind of meh.
Yeah. I personally wouldn't recommend it. If you really like kind of bedroom black metal-y stuff, you might dig it.
Well, and this is, I mean, when you say that could be one or two ways, right? That could be like the raw, aggressive. It's not that.
No.
It has a very moody feel. And I'm trying to think of a band that's similar, and I can't.
Yeah.
I can't think of what, but it's moody shit.
It's moody shit done at somebody's house.
Pretty much, yeah. That's black metal and not doom.
Right. Very descriptive. We're very good at describing things.
Well, yeah. Well, this one is the one from Prague.
Yeah.
Listen to the other ones and tell us if they're better.
Oh, shit. So, on the way from work, I was trying to come up with a joke, like, because this is moody and, like, has to do with nature. So I started thinking wolves in the throne room, and then I started thinking checks in the blank room. But I can't figure out what goes in that blank.
Checks in the cereal room.
I want checks in my mail room.
I mean, I want checks in my bank room.
Dingus and Dongus.
Hey Michael.